Here's a video to show you a little bit about Excel. So this is Excel for Microsoft. You can also use OpenOffice or Numbers if you have a Mac. They'll all function just a little bit different, but the same concept applies. So here are how you can do your bold, change your fonts. Now in the cells here, I'm just going to do a sample budget. So let's say I was doing a budget for the month of August, and say 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, 2020. Now, and then, so let's see, we'll have our category and our amount. So now you can just type things in the category. So we'll have our mortgage. So hopefully by then I can house. We'll have food, household items, internet, gas for the car, your water bill, electric, and I mean you should have lots of stuff for the kids. You've got clothes, or each family will be a little bit different. So now you see that these are kind of gumming over, so there's two ways. I can click up here and I can move it, or what I like to do is if I double click, it'll automatically move it over. Now I want my budget to kind of be centered, so another cool feature is I can merge cells, and I can make it bold, I can change colors. So you can be as creative as you want and make it pretty. You can center it, things like that. And so then put your numbers in there. Another thing that you're going to want is to add your income. So I'm like, oh, well, I want that above here. So I can right click and I can insert cells. And that one's actually going to insert a yellow line. So I'm going to put income. And let's say if I have more than one job, I could insert another and have job 2. And then put my amounts. So I'm just going to make stuff up. Say this one I make $1,500, this I make $2,000. Mortgage, let's say it's $800. Food, I'm just kind of making up numbers here. It's obviously going to be different where you live. Different houses are different, things like that. Okay, so now I'm going to use the equals sum formula, and then I put a parenthesis, and I want to add up all of my expenses. So I want to find my total expenses would be this. Now if I insert some more columns, my total income here, and that's going to be, another way to do it is just this plus this cell right here. So you can do it either way. So then I can find my difference if I wanted to do that too. I would do equals my income minus my expenses, and that would tell you kind of my savings. And obviously I'm going to have more. I didn't even include tithing in here. Now if I don't want that yellow, I can come up here and just hit it white. So I got my tithing. I don't want it bold or centered. So my tithing will be $350. Oh, and I also need my fast offering. And see what's nice here. If you notice, my expenses here automatically changes. So let's say I put 100 in for fast offerings, watch my total expenses. Oh, it's not included because it didn't, I'll have to change this. But say I inserted one down here, I'm like, oh, I forgot about, I don't know, school starting up, so maybe I need school supplies, $50. So notice here it'll change, and say so will my difference. Another thing, like you can use all these just to format. I can make these in currency, so there's a couple ways. On some of them, the older versions won't have this, but I could just hit that and it will automatically make it. But if you don't have that option, you can right click, go down to Format Cells, and I can do currency here, and then I can change it so it's negative or it turns red. I like the red, but it's personal preference. So that pretty much sums it up. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, this is just barely scratching the surface, so feel free. I don't want all of yours to look exactly like this. This is just kind of an example, so you're welcome to customize it and make it personal to you. Let me know if you have any questions.